Alex had always been drawn to the allure of a fresh start, and the newly purchased fixer-upper seemed like the perfect opportunity. The house, with its creaking floors and faded wallpaper, held the promise of transformation. Yet, as he inspected the basement, a faint outline of a door behind a semi-broken wall piqued his curiosity. The decision to break through the barrier was impulsive, driven by a mix of intrigue and the thrill of discovery. With each swing of the hammer, dust filled the air, and the wall slowly gave way to reveal a hidden door. But before we start our story, smash the like button, make sure to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you won't miss any new stories. Finally, the door stood fully exposed. The sight before him was nothing short of shocking. The dim basement light cast eerie shadows across a room filled with strange artifacts, unsettling paintings, and a small ancient altar at its center. Blood-red symbols scrawled on the walls sent a shiver down his spine. What had he stumbled upon? The mix of dread and curiosity gnawed at him, but any attempt to make sense of it was futile. He slammed the door shut, leaning against it to steady his racing heart. The unease settled deep within him, and he resolved to investigate the house's history first thing in the morning. The next day, Alex began his investigation by speaking with neighbors, hoping someone knew something about the strange room. He visited Mrs. Phillips, an elderly lady next door, who invited him in after some small talk. Her face turned serious when he mentioned his house, and she explained that it once belonged to the reclusive Williams family. She described them as mysterious, often keeping to themselves and rarely seen, usually under strange circumstances. No one knew what happened to the Williams family. Mrs. Phillips revealed that the house was the center of many local rumors, with strange noises emanating from it at all hours. Whispers, mechanical sounds, and even screams. There were unexplained disappearances linked to the property. Alex listened, feeling a chill with each detail. Despite the eerie tales, Mrs. Phillips admitted there was no concrete evidence to support the rumors. She mentioned that people are drawn to mystery and often embellish the unknown. Nonetheless, the stories left Alex uneasy. He thanked her and returned home, determined to uncover the truth behind his unsettling discovery. Determined, Alex delved into local archives and public records, spending hours sifting through old newspapers and town records. Records showed several family members going missing under mysterious circumstances, noted as disappeared or presumed dead without substantial investigations. Alex found it odd that these cases were barely covered by local media, as if a dark cloud had swallowed the stories, leaving faint traces only the most determined could uncover. He realized unscrupulous events had taken place in his new home. While in the library, a young woman named Sarah approached Alex, claiming to be a distant relative of the previous owners. She was eager to know what Alex had discovered about the Williams family. Out of the blue, Sarah offered to buy the house at twice the price Alex had paid, which made him wonder why she was so eager to own a house with such a dark history. Despite her insistence that it was a family matter, Alex felt there was something she wasn't telling him. Determined to solve the mystery himself, he refused her offer, convinced that something significant was hidden within the walls of his new home. While sorting through the attic, Alex discovered an old, dust-covered chest. Intrigued by its weathered appearance, he dragged it into the center of the attic. After prying open the rusted lock, Alex found an assortment of items, including an old journal and several cryptic letters. The journal, bound in worn leather, belonged to a long-gone member of the Williams family, Elizabeth Williams. Each page seemed to draw him deeper into a past shrouded in mystery, whispering stories of Elizabeth's life and possibly the secrets held within the house. Among the initial mundane entries, Alex found passages detailing a hidden room within the house. Elizabeth wrote ominously about the secret, conveying a sense of foreboding. Turning to the letters, Alex deciphered cryptic messages mentioning names and dates that matched local police records of missing persons. This coincidence was too strong to ignore, and Alex felt an icy dread settle in his bones. As he neared the end of the journal, the entries became increasingly troubled. Elizabeth's writing was hurried and frantic, suggesting she had fallen victim to the dark mystery she chronicled. Instead of deterring him, these discoveries fueled Alex's curiosity and determination to uncover the truth. With Elizabeth's journal and the cryptic letters as his guide, Alex began piecing together the terrible puzzle. It became clear that the disappearances were connected to the hidden room and the house. Determined, Alex knew he had to find the hidden room. As Alex delved deeper into his investigation, strange occurrences began to disrupt his life. He heard faint whispers echoing through the hallways, doors closed on their own, and peculiar shadows appeared in his vision. Each incident added layers of tension to his already heightened nerves. The house seemed to be reacting to his persistent probing into its sinister history. Alex felt constantly watched, as if performing for an unseen, hostile audience. His usually calm dog barked incessantly at the wall hiding a secret door, adding to the tension in the house. Despite the fear, Alex's determination to uncover the truth grew stronger. He meticulously documented each strange event, hoping to find a pattern that might explain the bizarre occurrences. He reached out to local historians for information about the Williams family, who had previously owned the house. The historians, intrigued, provided old documents and records, but the family's secretive nature left few solid leads. While examining a creaky section of the living room floor, Alex found an old photograph beneath the floorboards. The image showed a family gathering in what looked like the hidden room, with faces he didn't recognize. The photograph added another piece to the puzzle, sparking more questions about the house's dark past. Sarah, a young woman, reappeared, pleading with Alex to sell the house, warning him of its dangers. Her desperate demeanor added to the unsettling atmosphere, but Alex remained resolute, too close to the truth to walk away. Sarah hinted at a danger greater than ghosts, describing the hidden room as holding dark power. Despite her warnings, Alex was determined to solve the mystery. Realizing he needed help, Alex enlisted a paranormal investigator who arrived with equipment to detect and communicate with spirits. Alex watched as the investigator set up cameras, electromagnetic field readers, and audio recorders throughout the house, determined to capture signs of malevolent spirits. After a thorough investigation, the expert confirmed a strong presence of malevolent spirits tied to the house. In a bid to uncover more clues, they conducted a seance to communicate with the spirits trapped in the house. The investigator led the session, chanting and calling out to the entities. During the seance, they encountered a vengeful spirit revealing fragments of the house's dark past, describing rituals and betrayed trust. The seance ended in unsettling silence, leaving Alex and the investigator to ponder the spirit's cryptic messages. Determined, Alex felt the final piece of the puzzle was within reach. He returned to the hidden door, heart pounding, ready to unveil the evidence that could unravel the dark mystery. Mustered with courage, Alex re-entered the hidden room, feeling its tomb-like silence. His flashlight beam illuminated eerie artifacts, each step echoing in the stillness. He unearthed more personal belongings of the missing persons, photographs, trinkets, and letters, scattered like a timeline of forgotten lives. Each item was tagged with a name, bringing uncomfortable familiarity to his investigation. Alex carefully gathered these items into a box, the weight of their significance pressing down on him. Behind a false wall, Alex found a small, almost unnoticeable box. Inside, he discovered old photographs and documents, revealing more about the house's dark past. These artifacts weren't just clues. They were connections to the people whose mysteries were intertwined with the house, bringing Alex closer to understanding its dark history. Dust particles swirled in the air as Alex examined each photograph in the dim light. The documents, though fragile and discolored by age, were unmistakably important. They were not just random scraps of paper, but vital records that could unlock more truths about the missing persons. The photographs now spread out before him revealed the identities of the missing individuals, all members of the Williams family. Each face, though faded and worn, bore an uncanny resemblance to figures in the eerie paintings Alex had initially discovered. Realization hit him like a tidal wave. These were not strangers but family members who had vanished under sinister circumstances. Their haunting eyes seemed to plead for justice from beyond the grave. He found diary entries detailing the horrific crimes committed by the Williams family, filled with chilling descriptions of dark rituals, sacrifices, and unspeakable acts. Each page seemed drenched in the fear and desperation of the victims. The writer, presumably a family member, spared no detail as they documented the horrific events, laying bare the gruesome actions that had taken place within the house's hidden corners. As Alex continued reading, he uncovered the identity of the perpetrators and their ties to local legends. The Williams family had held a grim reputation for decades, and these documents confirmed the worst of those rumors. The perpetrators were members of a secretive cult, deeply entrenched in local folklore, making the revelations even more harrowing. Knowing the extent of their actions enraged Alex, but also made him resolute. He meticulously collected all the evidence he could find in the hidden room, organizing the photographs, documents, and personal belongings into a sturdy box. Each item was a piece of the gruesome puzzle that he hoped would be enough to convince the authorities. He felt a duty to bring closure to the victims' families and reveal the true nature of the Williams legacy. With the evidence secured, he made preparations to contact the police. The concrete evidence led to the arrest of the remaining Williams family members. Alex handed over all the collected materials to the authorities, who were initially skeptical but soon recognized the gravity of the situation. The photographs and documents provided undeniable proof of the family's dark deeds. This action gave long-awaited closure to the families of the victims, who had spent years in anguish and uncertainty. It was a significant breakthrough for the community. News of the solved mystery spread quickly, bringing a palpable sense of relief to the community. For years, the dark cloud over the town had created an atmosphere of dread and suspicion. Now, with the truth revealed and justice served, people felt a collective weight lift from their shoulders. Conversations shifted from fear to relief, and the haunted house on the corner became a symbol of resolved history rather than an ominous enigma. Alex finally felt peace, having uncovered the truth and resolved the decades-old mystery. The house, once a source of dread, now felt like a relic of a dark past that had been conquered. Though the experiences had changed him forever, he knew he had done the right thing. He stood outside looking at his home with a sense of accomplishment, ready to move forward. The courage and determination he had shown filled him with quiet pride.